What's going on, guys, and welcome back to more MLB The Show 20. Today's game 2 is a 3-game series, and for today's matchup we got James Paxton versus Michael Kopech. So hope you guys are enjoying. If you do, hit that like button, and if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. Here's Miguel Andujar now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Now at the plate, Gio Urshela, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Madrigal moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. First pitch coming. Here it is. Favorable call in there for a strike.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. In now, Luis Robert. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Louis.
Now here's the pitch.
Robert. Ball one, no strike.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hicks is under it. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Danny Mendick.
The third baseman,
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Mendick, originally from New York State, he was taken in the 22nd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Here comes the first pitch. Jose Abreu is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hicks going back on the warning track. He makes. Stepping in, Aaron Judge. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The average coming in at 266. 29 homers and 87 runs batted in. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Standing in now, Luke Voigt, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Hits this one hard the other way, but that finds its way through for a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall.
That
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. That being very aggressive right now.
Line drive base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. At the plate now, Aaron Hicks, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Hicks playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he is in there.
Batting ninth.
Into the box now, Kellen Deglin. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Down the first baseline. A step on the bag for one. A tag, and they got him at second base to turn a double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw in time for the third out. Digging in now, James McCann. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's 4 for 14. He's taken him deep once. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nomar Mazara will be next. Got him. Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. 3-2 pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Around first, he's digging for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. As a look, now the pitch.
3-0.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Stanton to the track. He makes the running play. 2 down. The relay. And he'll make it into third base as on the F7 he gets in there with 2 away.
No left fielder.
At the plate, Leury Garcia. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's just 2 for 9. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it, and that's the 3rd out. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Gio Urshela. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the 1st out. 1 out here in the Yankees' 3rd inning, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting.
Here's big Aaron Judge, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Torres, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the 2nd. Popped up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. Settling in now, Luke Voigt.
The first baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just inside.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with 1 swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Next will be the designated hitter, Zach Collins. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Popped him up. Urshela is there for it. 1 down. Standing in, Nick Madrigal, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Madrigal.
Pitch on the way. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. Low roller, and he barehands it. Hey now. Digging in to try it again. Luis Robert 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Paxton peers in. First pitch on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
2 out, nobody on. Up top, it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Third baseman, Danny Mendick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Danny Mendick stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
1-1.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Nearly got the inside but ruled the ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Robert leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he watches a called third strike on the. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Aaron Hicks comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
The 1-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, fielded by Abreu, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Kellen Deglin. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Ball 1. Deglin, a Canadian native. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Racing back, the left fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. Popped him up. Madrigal will put this one away, and the side ready to go for the last half of the inning. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. First pitch on its way. Fastball just missed above the zone.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. He's got it 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, James McCann. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. Fouled off. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! So now to the plate, Leury Garcia.
The left fielder.
Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Now back, the designated hitter.
For the first pitch, a check at first, and he'll get back in safely. Stepping in now, Zach Collins, and it's grounded just foul down the line. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he fouls this one off. Paxton comes set. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's...
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run.
Now batting.
Jace Fry, 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here.
For the White Sox, number 57.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Yes, he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. Fry has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Here it comes. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge as he'll take a look at ball 1. On a line, that's a base hit. Into the box, Torres, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Gio Gonzalez comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. At the plate now, Luke Voigt. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike. In head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And it's fouled away. And 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Giancarlo Stanton now. Here comes the first pitch.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Ready with the 0-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
2-2 the count. Swung on and missed, and that's the bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Luis Robert. It was a walk in his last trip. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Robert is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch popped up. Voit just to the right of the mound, and the inning is over. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder Aaron Hicks. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Lifted down the line in left, and no one will get this one. The 1-1 home. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready once again, Kellen Deglin. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And another foul ball.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Hit hard to short. And there are 2 away now. So striding forward now, Miguel Andujar. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good change. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Jose Abreu. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Hicks is in his tracks now. 1 down. Adam Ottavino is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 0.
So stepping in, James McCann. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
The batter, the catcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ottavino is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Stepping in, Nomar Mazara. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. And it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And the payoff pitch. Popped him up. Deglin is under this one, and that will retire the side. 7th inning ready to roll, and set to go as the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
The last at bat, Eddie B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Ready for another shot now. DJ LeMahieu in head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez. An impressive 4 for 7. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Line to the right side, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Count now a ball and a strike. And that misses 2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Froze him for strike 3. And last half of the 7th here. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Comes set and the 0-1. 1-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's 1 for 4. Here comes the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
1-0 pitch on the way. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Zach Collins is on deck. Three and 1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he popped him up. LeMahieu onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Striding forward now is the DH, Zach Collins. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go is the second baseman, Torres. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down. So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Robert will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Jonathan Holder is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Nick Madrigal. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Madrigal.
0-1, no strike.
Popped him up. Torres is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Luis Robert. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball inside.
Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. 2 down. Striding into the box, Danny Mendick. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball 1. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance. All set to start the 9th in this one, and coming forward is the switch hitting outfielder Aaron Hicks. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fouled off. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Miguel Andujar, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Robert is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. So here's Jose Abreu, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
First baseman, Jose.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Now at the plate, James McCann. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 4. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hicks is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping into the box, Nomar Mazara. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. The White Sox down to their last strike. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. At the plate, Tim Anderson. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. And tonight's final, 7-3. New York took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. James Paxton records the victory, his 13th of the year. Michael Kopech permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
7 runs on